Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to be sharing this video with you today. And today we're going to be talking about how to start connecting with your energy body. Now, I've talked a lot about meditation and how meditation is pretty much the gateway tool for connecting with your etheric body, aka your energy body. And so we're going to be diving into that topic a little bit more today. So when we are interested in learning about healing modalities, energy work, and things like that, we really first need to understand it in a tangible way within our own physical body. Therefore, we have to connect with our own energy body first. This way, when you experience your own personal healing and journey through the etheric body, you'll be able to actually receive the codes for transmutation of certain energies, which will then become part of your own teachings. So the best way to start learning how to tap into your energy body is through meditation. Now, what happens when you enter a meditative state is that you're actually training yourself to become more aware of your etheric body and your energy body, but you also are starting to ground your energy body inside the physical body. Now, what I've noticed is that a lot of the time when we live our day-to-day life, we're actually moving at a really fast-paced lifestyle, especially in Western society. We drink a lot of coffee and do a lot of things, and I'm actually going to be making a video next about the certain things that we do that actually take us out of our body or energy body. So we really want to use meditation as a tool to ground our energy inside the body. And again, meditation is going to help you tap into what it feels like what your energy body actually feels like in a physical sense. So one of the ways that I'd like to encourage you guys to meditate is to actually start off with, if you haven't had the opportunity to check out my Vipassana meditation retreat video, I would recommend that. If you can, I would strongly encourage you to try to make your way into a Vipassana meditation retreat. They are super, super groundbreaking, honestly, if you want to get to know what your energy body feels like in the physical body and how your mind and everything interacts with that, and emotions and things like that as well. But if you don't have that 10 days or maybe you're not sure if you want to go down that path yet, then having a daily meditation practice is going to be really useful for you. And I would strongly recommend trying to meditate daily, if not twice a day. I really incorporate it in the morning and in the evening. In the mornings, I like to meditate. My meditations always kind of follow the same pattern, and I can share that with you now, I suppose. But what I'll do is I'll get into a meditative state. I'll close my eyes. I'll start to focus on my breath, and by focusing on the breath, that awakens my energy body. Because I've been working on meditation for a long time, I can kind of tap into it in an instant. But to begin, that's what I do. I focus on the breath. My energy body becomes much more clear, and this feels for me kind of like a tingling sensation throughout the body. And then depending on what I'm working on, sometimes I'm working on building energy in the body through certain emotions, or sometimes it's about using specific training that I like to do about how to move energy within the body. And these are all videos that I'm going to be making bit by bit. But to start with, grounding down the energy after you've done that deep breath work. Well, you're not doing like deep breath work, you're just following the natural rhythm of your breath, essentially, to sharpen your mind to be able to focus on one thing. Because one of the things that you'll notice when you're starting out meditation is that your mind's really chaotic and can actually move a lot. And so when you're first starting out in meditation, I would recommend to have a point of focus, whether it's your breath or a certain part of the body. This will just train your mind to be able to focus on one specific area. And what will start to happen is you might actually develop that tingling sensation. And what that tingling sensation is you actually opening up your awareness to your energy body. And you'll notice that you actually have energy pathways throughout the entire body, and that's what you start to wake up as you do certain meditation practices and things like that, is that you're actually scanning the body, and over time you'll notice some parts of the body may actually still be stuck, and there are certain techniques that you can use and implement to actually wake up certain parts of the body. I'll share one of those techniques with you now. So if you find yourself in meditation and you're actually having a really hard time feeling the sensations in the body, then this is a technique I learned at Vipassana. But basically what you can do is stop breathing. For reals. When you actually, for a moment, not breathe in meditation, the act of not breathing heightens your sense of awareness to a specific point of focus that you're focusing on. So a particular part of the body that you're focusing on. And that can actually enhance the sensations of that body part. You can also use other techniques that some people use, and it's rubbing the hands. You'll see a lot of psychics and things like that rubbing their hands to kind of create more sensation and energy in the hands. Or you can tickle your part of the body with your fingertips, or you can scratch, or whatever you need to do. But essentially what that is doing is it's creating that sensation or awareness on the physical body. So that's just a really nice trick to implement. But I would encourage you guys to first and foremost start by focusing on a part of the body or the breath for a while before you go and play around with the energy body in other regards. Just because you want to be able to hold that point of focus and that point of awareness to a specific part of the body for a period of time, so that your energy body can actually fully open up, because that's the goal, that you want to fully open up your etheric body. Okay, so I would recommend those 2 meditations a day, aiming between 20 minutes to an hour at a time. And then this is really going to help you and give you enough time to actually set into your meditation. I find sometimes if you just do 5 minutes, if 5 minutes is all you have, then that's better than nothing, right? But aiming for at least 20 minutes is a really good start, and then climbing up to an hour is great as well. Just to give yourself that time to actually sit in and allow yourself that training period to actually start focusing your mind on the breath or a part of the body, and opening up your energy body that way. Another really great thing to start doing as well is that, you know, sometimes when you start meditating, it can feel like a really tedious chore, like something that you have to do. And if that's the case, then maybe take a look at your intention for wanting to meditate. You know, some people want to meditate for different reasons, whether it's stress management and things like that. But I find it really also curious because energy work can help you heal your physical body, and it has so many other beautiful spiritual opportunities. Meditation is really the gateway to higher spiritual awareness. And so maybe taking a look at what some of these things might be of interest for you. That way meditation can seem a little bit more fun and exciting, and you can challenge yourself in that regard of having a higher vision for where you want to go with your spiritual meditation practice. That can help you feel a little bit more excited about meditation. Another thing that you might notice when you're starting to meditate is that you can get a little bit tired, and that's also to do with that feeling of being bored, or maybe you are tired. And you know, regardless, I think it's really, really good to find a position which kind of energizes you. So I would refrain from laying down flat on the floor until you're like ahead of the game and you're aware of your energy body and you know how to work with your energy body a little bit more to be able to stay consciously awake in that laying down position, because what would happen is that you'd probably fall asleep. So we don't want you to be falling asleep all the time when you're trying to meditate. I mean, if you want to meditate before bed, that's a completely different story. But when you're intentionally sitting for your meditations, it's best to sit. So I usually sit in a chair because I find that to be the most comfortable position. And I have a nice little footstool that I rest my legs on to have a nice comfortable position for my legs. And I'll just sit there with a supportive pillow in the back of my low back, and I just meditate like that. But also, if you're feeling like you're falling asleep or wanting to fall asleep often, then you can explore other alternative meditation positions. One really great trick, and I actually have my yoga block here. You can get this type of a yoga block, which is made up of cork, and it's solid and hard. But you can basically, what you do is you would sit on the higher position, or you can turn it like this, but you would sit your bum here and either legs is on opposite side of the block. So you're kind of on your knees straddling the block and then sitting down. And what this will do is it'll elevate your hips, so it's actually a really comfortable position to sit in for longer meditations as well. At least that was the position for my Vipassana experience. I had to experiment with a few different positions, but that was the most comfortable position for me for a long period of time. And then with that block, you're also supporting your own spine, so you're not resting on the back of a chair or a wall, so it engages you a little bit more, therefore helping you not actually fall asleep. So that's also a really nice tip to note. The next tip or advice that I would give you is to, once you've actually felt what your energy body feels like and you've reached that sort of a tingling sensation of the etheric body, then I would encourage you guys to try to tap into that etheric body when you're living your regular life. So say you're running an errand, as much and as possible, as often as you can, challenge yourself to feel the energy when you're doing mundane things. So say you're in line at the grocery store, see if you can feel the energy in your hands. For me, the hands is always my go-to because it's the place that I can actually feel the energy body in an instant. But for you, it might be another area of the body, or you can even challenge yourself to an area of the body where you have a little bit of a tricky time tapping into the energy field. And so that's also really nice to implement, is kind of throughout the day as you walk around to try to tap into and try to hold that awareness as you're moving around. You know, that's basically what yoga is all about as well, which is really, really interesting. But yoga was essentially developed to be able to sit in meditation for longer periods of time because you were moving your energy body and clearing energy out, as well as relaxing the body so that you could actually sit in meditation for longer periods of time. But what yoga is also really beautiful is that it encourages that body awareness through a movement practice. Therefore, as you move your body through each position in yoga, you want to be holding that body awareness and even that tingling sensation if you can. That's the ultimate goal, in a sense. That's the full embodiment of the awareness. And so that's also really cool and something that you can try, especially if you're doing like a yin yoga practice. You can do that and start moving your body a little bit more slowly and continuously trying to see if you can feel the etheric body as you move. And I think that was pretty much it, everything that I had for you. The final thing that I wanted to share is that at the end of every meditation and during the meditation, if you feel like it, it's really, really lovely to either I like to start with like a loving intention and loving energy, and throughout my meditation I also try to focus on the heart and loving energies. But at the end of your meditation, especially if you're at the beginning of your meditation practice and trying to focus on one specific area of the body to enter that etheric realm or energy realm of the body, I would hold off maybe. But at the end of the meditation, it's always really, really lovely to bring awareness into your heart, to find loving energies, whether that be love or gratitude and awe and joy and compassion, and allowing those energies to flow through your heart and through your body, and to really just let yourself sit with those emotions before you wrap up your meditation. And of course, you can always send that loving energy outwards to the world and share that, right? That's one of the main goals, is to help everybody lift up through a place of love. And so when we incorporate love in our meditations, you will not only feel better, but hopefully other people around you will start to feel better as well. And so this is what I wanted to share with you guys today, and I hope that you feel a little encouraged to have a more regular meditation practice if you don't already, or to start meditating. And we're going to be touching base next video on certain things that tend to take you out of your energy body or that level of awareness. And so these are just mindful tips to become a little bit more aware of in those situations. But that's going to be the video for next week. So I hope you have a fantastic remainder of your week and weekend, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again soon. Sending you all my love and light. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Okay, my clicker's not